Hi guys, thanks for watching out there. Andy here in West Wales, UK with today's main astrological movements, what's going on in the heavens, and a bit of spaceweather.com as well. For Sunday the 1st of April 2018, the cycle is always moving, now we're into a new month. It ought to be really spring-like here. I just took this picture before I came on and that's what it's like today, kind of misty, kind of a bit of sun, but basically the sun is going to win, and that is kind of true in all the metaphorical senses as well. There's a cycle, you see, not just the astrological cycle, as a cycle that goes on with people as a whole group, and this is going to be an easier world to live in eventually. I wish I could say when, but I think we've had the kind of less pleasant side of it for quite a long time now, so let's hope that's going to change. We start the day with the moon in Libra, where she's been for a little while. She goes void of course in Libra tonight, 1929 UK time, which at the moment is GMT +1 or UTC +1, because as I say, it is supposed to be spring here. So that is 14:29 Eastern and 11:29 AM Pacific that you go into the void of course, so it's really going to play into the day on the Pacific side, and further west of that it really is. During a void of course, it's a wait and see time, you know. It's almost like walking down a corridor to get to the next room. The void of course itself isn't desperately relevant, but it gives you a breather, it keeps things apart, and it's a good time to consolidate any work you've been doing in recent times, or really throughout your life. Whatever, I mean, that's a big ask, isn't it? But you know, reach back to just the last couple of weeks maybe and think, what could I do better? You know, what could I improve about something I've already done? How could it work better for me? How could it work better for the people around me? But, you know, that's the bottom line. At 23:57, we then get the Scorpio Moon, and that's UK time, 3 minutes to midnight. The Scorpio Moon, so that's well late at night. Nothing to worry about today, nothing to worry about ever, but not to concern us today. Can be emotionally difficult under a Scorpio Moon. It isn't always, but it can be. You don't have to be a Scorpio to experience this. This is just the way it goes. Greed tends to come up, envy. People can be quite jealous, and you see negativity going along those lines at times when the moon's in Scorpio. But Scorpios are great people. They know how to have a good time, and there should be some fun and games around as well with the moon in Scorpio. Sexuality, sensuality, they go up. Now some people use their kind of what you might call their sexual power, not just over sex, but as a way of being assertive, a way of kind of bearing down on people. So be aware of that, and try not to be too critical of yourself as well. There we go then. So that is the moon, not really in anything at the moment, but technically still in Libra. At this moment, she is square Pluto. Pluto, the ruling planet of Scorpio, actually, so this is going to be quite a thing. I should think it's going to be quite heightened activity around this. It's about transformation when Pluto gets involved, transmutation you might even say, subconscious behaviours, rebirth, renewal, but subconscious behaviours, you know, it's in the mind and it's in the third eye as well, so we're drawing in wisdom from a wider field than we really truly understand, but it's all good. The moon phase at the moment, she's 99.1% full, just coming back off waning. What a full moon yesterday, that was super intense, was it not? A blue moon again, second blue moon of 2018, second full moon of March 2018, so it's intense if nothing else. The third quarter is coming up on the 8th of April at 17 minutes past 8 AM. That's third quarter, but for now we're just off the full moon, and as the power and the energy begin to wane, it's no bad thing because the intensity begins to wane as well, and the inspiration that we've all had as the moon has been building up in energy is going to be with us as we go forward into next week and basically into the future. Okay, now then, let me see. In the biodynamic cycle under a Libra moon, it's a flower day. Still, well, it's always actually a good time to think about the 1,000-petal lotus flower, and if you're working in nature today with anything to do with farming, gardening, any pagan activities, the flower energy is good. That is pretty much where it's at. Get into Scorpio tomorrow and then things change, but that's tomorrow and I'll talk about that tomorrow. Right, how are we doing? Spaceweather.com, haven't done that yet. Right, what's up in space today? The solar wind speed is running at 473 kilometers a second. Now that is it's not that much different to yesterday, but it's up a bit. It's fairly intense. The density of the protons 8.6 cubic centimeters, and that density of the atmosphere is a real thing. It's slowing down the Chinese space station, which is trying to re-enter the atmosphere at the moment. So that's going to be an awkward one for them, trying to work out how that's going to happen. And I know a lot of people do actually worry that, parts of the space station are actually going to crash to Earth and might kill someone. Essentially, that can't happen. The way the atmosphere works, it'll all be burned up. But it is very, very thick in the atmosphere at the moment. Geomagnetic storms don't seem to be indicated, but there is just a huge electrical charge in the atmosphere at the moment. Worth knowing that. Things can get a bit headachy at times like that. There is a new sunspot, number 2703. It has a lot of minor B-class solar flares in it, so there's a chance that'll give us some trouble as we go, but it's not causing any problems yet. Okay, well that is Sunday's look at the astro weather. Thanks very much for joining me. I really appreciate everyone who's subscribed. If you've enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Why not share the journey? Why not leave me a comment, and then why not share the journey, because that's what we'll do. And, thanks very much to everyone who's subscribed. It's wonderful to see those going up. Have a brilliant 1st of April, my friends. I hope no one fools you, and I'll be here tomorrow. Bye-bye.